Good morning and welcome to Coffee and Cookies. My name's Lindsay and today's a fabulous Wednesday, which we're going to talk about more about fabulousness. That sounded weird in my head. So sorry if that sounded weird to you. We're going to talk about fabulousness later. But today's show is sponsored by Social Media Torch, where you can get your own website built by us. And it's going to look fabulous.
I love it. It's built by whom?
Us.
By us.
Yeah.
Ooh, ha, 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 ha.
And it's going to look beautiful.
It is going to look awesome.
And it's going to be responsive and it's going to help you rank for sure. Cuz it's going to be fast.
Why?
I don't know. That's you. That's a you answer. That's a you question.
Why? So it's funny, because there's all these different website builders out there, and we've built websites on all of them.
Yes.
All of them.
Oh my gosh.
And we finally we finally found one that it's like, oh my goodness, not only does it make it faster to build, but the responsiveness of it is amazing. Mm-hmm. So Google likes these sites. One, two. Because it's not WordPress, you don't have all the security issues, which if you're a company, just FYI, if you are a company and your website gets hacked and they download any customer data, you have to let all your customers know. That actually becomes like something that you have to broadcast to the world that your website got hacked.
Yep.
So I don't know, like I still see the value in WordPress, especially for some companies, but for other companies, no, I don't. I don't see the reason to have the exposure.
Right.
Because, as a business owner, your job is to maximize revenues, minimize expenses, and minimize risk. So if you're using a WordPress website and you're a small business, you might actually be using the wrong thing and be opening yourself up to a lawsuit because you want to know what? You're using something that is very, very hackable. Good morning, Rosalie. How are you doing today? So we're going to go ahead and drop morning. Look at this. Oh, questions. Hold on. Whoa, what's going on here? How can you help with the social media side? Well, bro. So one, if you don't know who that is, that's Sean. Sean, you're so smart today. So smart today. Look at you go.
Smart all the time. What are you talking
no, but
about?
today, he's like commenting as his business. Yes,
What?
like he gets an extra high five today. Proud of you, bro. Look at you go. So I want to go ahead and drop the Coffee and Cookies Facebook profile into the personal comments, mostly because at the end of this month, it's only going to be broadcasted on that page. Mm-hmm. Okay. We're no longer going to be on my personal profile. And the reason being is this has grown faster and larger than I expected it to. And it's one of those things where like, right now, so I'm looking at the analytics, okay? We have over 7,915 reach or impressions or views on our business page and over 402 engagements. That's either posts, those are likes. That is amazing. That is absolutely amazing. So that page is growing, which is why we're moving everything over there. Morning, Thomas. How you doing today, buddy? So make sure to go like that page over there. And, maybe we'll do like a little burst onto our personal profiles, but probably not too much longer. So just real quick, let me go ahead and go over to the Coffee and Cookies side. How do you help on the social media side? Well, I'm so glad you brought this up. Because we're actually going to talk about this and understand. I'm not sales pitching you. Okay, this is coming from experience. One and two. I actually just got done talking with a big company 2 days ago, Wednesday, so it was on Monday. They were asking what should their social media strategy be. I'm going to give it to you. I'm actually going to tell you what your social media strategy should be. Your social media strategy should be posting 3 times a week. And I can hear someone say, Nick, that's not enough. That's not enough posting. You need to be posting more.
You meant 3 times a day.
No, I did not. Oh my goodness, no. Please do not post 3 times a day. People will not. Imagine a conversation.
People will not what?
I stopped myself from saying something that was not very nice. Okay.
I'm so proud of you.
When you're posting 3 times a day, it's almost like you're doing all the talking. And I like talking, but I also like
We know.
listening. We know. So what you're going to do is you're going to post 3 times a week, okay? And when you have those posts, you're going to get engagement, kind of like what we have on our personal profiles and on our show page, right? And with those engagements, you need to be commenting back. You need to be liking their comments. You need to be interacting with them. That's called social listening. So it's just like a conversation. You talk a little bit. You listen a little bit. You talk a little bit. You listen a little bit. Now, how many of you guys have ever been to a network meeting or a coffee meeting or something of that nature? Or maybe you went on a date. Let's go all the way back into your history here, okay? You go on a date and the person you're on a date with just talks, and they talk the entire time. And you leave the date, and how do you feel?
I feel exhausted.
You feel exhausted, right? Like, or maybe you go out for coffee with a potential business partner or something like that, and they do all the talking. And every time you try to talk, they talk over you.
Oh, that kind of person.
Oh, wow. Like someone literally went through, like Lindsay just had a flashback of someone going, right, Rosalie? Of someone actually like just popped into her head like, oh, that person. Well, when you're posting every day, you're constantly doing the talking, okay? And if you're not doing the listening, ooh, that's a good one. I'll get to that next, Sean. If you're not doing the listening, the engagement, the algorithm will actually ding you. It will stop showing your content because you're not engaging with the audience that the platform has already provided you with. Okay. If you're on our Coffee and Cookies morning show page, you're going to see I'm liking comments as they're coming in. Okay. And if you.
And that's when they say, do you believe in destiny?
Oh, God.
That was hilarious.
I love how I can be like so try to be professional, and I go to the comments and it just like derails. I love our audience. Their greatness. That's when you have the deer in the headlights, like, right? Do you believe in destiny? That's when you run away. If you're on a date and someone says that, you run away.
Why? Maybe I said that to my husband, and now we're married.
On the first date?
No.
Okay, there we go. What's up, Matt? How you doing today, brother? Good to see you. All right, so that is my take on that. Make sure that you're not just posting. Make sure you're doing the engagement. We have topics today. Sean, I'm not going to give you everything just because you ask. Like, you have my phone number. We can talk. Like, it's not always going to be here.
He's prompting you.
Oh, no. We're going to go with some topics that we have today, okay?
Right.
I gave you my rule of thirds. You'll have
to come back tomorrow.
You have to come back tomorrow
more, okay?
or the next day or the next day or, you know. I didn't make it in time. I'm leaving.
What?
Oh, that's funny. All right, so let's talk about a little story. So over the weekend, we were over at my sister's house, and it was a family gathering, and we're all talking. And Tommy comes up and he was like, "Yeah, man, I was working on a project, and I got a phone call from a friend of mine." Mm-hmm. Oh no, that's a lie. I just totally lied to you. It was during Bible study this happened.
Okay.
It was before we went to my sister's. And so Tommy and I are also in the same Bible study. It was Saturday morning. Saturday morning. And Tommy was telling a story. Now, one, he's my brother. I don't tell like stories. If they're private and personal, we're in a Bible study together or we're doing life together and you're like, Nick, hey, like that's not a story.
Yeah. I'm
not going to share that. But this is a good one. This is good one. And it's going to lead into something, okay?
Okay.
So we're all sharing. And Tommy's like, yeah, I got a phone call from someone. He's like, hey, man, when was the last time you took your wife on a date?
This is the phone call.
This is the phone call to Tommy. To Tommy.
Okay.
Well, hey, when was the last time you took your wife on a date? Tommy was like, yeah, no, I don't know this or that. And the guy was like, fix it.
Fix it.
And all of us in the group were like, oh, we know who that is. That's Garrett who called you and was like, you need to take your wife on a date because that's Garrett's personality, right? It's a very much a straightforward fix it.
I knew I liked Garrett.
Right?
I don't know Garrett, but I'm sure.
Oh, you don't have to question where you stand with Garrett.
Yeah, I like
you
people
know
like
where
that.
you stand with Garrett.
I don't like
right?
playing games.
right?
I do like playing games, just not those games.
Don't even know what to
I
say
like
to
playing
that.
board games.
You do like playing
Card games.
Okay,
I like playing
stay
those kind of
here.
games.
Stay
Sorry.
here with me, Lindsay.
Yeah, fix
stay
it,
here
Nick.
with me. Fix it,
Fix
okay? So here's my question to you: Who in your life that you know that could actually be that honest with you? Like, hey, you're missing dates with your wife, or hey, you're making some bad decisions right now, or hey, this is a little bit out of alignment, and they could literally walk up to you or call you on the phone and go, hey, listen, you see this? You need to fix it. Who do you have? I have about 1,500 people that will tell me that right now. Okay, maybe not that many. Maybe not that many. But seriously, when Nolan, if I get out of a line, he'll be one of the guys. Fix it.
Fix it.
Tommy, he'll tell me, fix it. Travis hit, fix it. Right? Yep. Dustin will absolutely tell me to fix it, and he'll do it in the nicest way possible. But I can see it. Like I can just play that conversation in my head of, Nick, I really don't want to have to tell you this, but I'm gonna have to tell you this. You need to fix this, right? But here's seriously, well, if you're growing in your life, right, and you want to move to that next level, who do you have within your sphere of influence that will honestly tell you you need to fix something? And it doesn't always have to be another guy. Amber will tell me, hey, honey, I love you. Fix it. Lindsay tells me to fix things all the time. So, you know.
I was going to say, I'm that person.
You are that person, especially in the workplace, right? Ooh, your sister, that's good. Bro, the wolf pack, right? We're not going down that road, Thomas. We're just not. But even then, no, here we go. Let's go down that direction. Like the wolf pack.
You just said you weren't going down that direction.
Yeah, and I'm changing directions, okay? Yeah, whiplash. Stay with me here, people.
Whoa.
No, when we were in boarding officer school together and the wolf pack was together, we would call each other out. Absolutely. Hey, you're being stupid right now, right? Or it would be maybe if a tactic was wrong or we were doing a boarding of some sort, yes, we would call each other out. But here we go, right? In the Wolfpack days, we were doing that not just to protect ourselves, we were doing that to protect the squad, right? We had to move as one unit in a certain direction.
Yep.
Okay? That was very, very... You couldn't sugarcoat. When you were armed and you were moving through a certain situation and the enemy is armed, there is no questioning. You have to be able to trust your brother. You have to. And you have to be able to be blunt and honest when someone screws up. And here we go. You ready for this? You can't be offended if you're on the receiving end. Because that could put the rest of the squad in jeopardy. I would save the mob.
But that was BC.
Rosalie.
I love Rosalie.
Goodness gracious. Angelina. Oh, Marianne. There you go. Right? So who are these people? And here we go, right? How many people is it? Like, honestly, there are, ever since I started Elevate Life Church, like that has grown. I have had other men come and speak to me and go, hey, you might want to look at fixing this, or you might want to look at, changing that. And it's not someone that always has to be ultimately that close to you, but it has to be. Now, hear me on this. It has to be someone who has your best interest at heart. Say it one more time. It has to be someone that has your best interest at heart.
Right.
Okay? They're not trying. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I can say it after. Go ahead.
People who do not have your best interest at heart will try to give you direction, but when they give you direction, it's to benefit them, not to benefit you. Or it's to stop you from moving to that next level. Somehow it becomes a selfish motivation instead of an unselfish motivation. And you have to make sure that when someone says you need to fix this or let's talk about that they actually do truly have your best interest at heart.
I was just going to add that you have to have that foundation, that relationship foundation. And I think it just plays into what you're saying is we were talking actually in our small group last night about how can we help each other grow and how can we love each other. And part of that is speaking truth in love.
Right.
Absolutely. But again, not getting offended.
Truth and love. So now I'm going to speak to you in love because I have your best interest at heart. And now on the flip side of it, that person has to be receptive to it and not be offended. So
Right.
Dad, so if you don't know Steve, if you're on the actual Coffee and Cookies show page, my dad just commented, his name is Steve. And he actually says, oh, that explains it because Tommy actually listened. So Tommy didn't just receive this, he actually implemented it. And my dad called him the other day and he was on a date with his wife.
Because they're getting ready to have a baby, right? Or
Oh,
they
yes.
had the baby? Did I miss it? They're getting ready to have the baby.
That baby's doing it. You want to know what? If Amber's in the comments, I'm sure she knows more about that baby timeline than I do. So, hey, good morning, Gary. Gary, hey, buddy, we still need to get you over here on the show, man. I know we missed out over couples week, but we need to get you back on here, my brother.
I don't even see Gary's comment. Where is it?
Ooh,
Like
Rosalie.
looking at all these
Hold
screens.
on. Yeah, I know, right? Like I'm clicking back and forth, like clickety click, click, clickety click, click, click. Okay, so Rosalie, it's so true when I'm mentoring someone and I give them that guidance and direction and correction, sometimes they get offended. Okay. Why? Why did they get offended?
Because Rosalie got out her switch, gave him a light whooping.
No. I mean, don't get me wrong. Rosalie has that fiery Italian side. Let's not deny that. But I have heard her mentor people. I've seen her pray with people.
No,
she
she's
has a
fantastic.
very soft side, and if you're getting offended, then that means you want to know what? That means that she hit that button. She hit that pressure point.
Well, okay. So here's the thing. I think, well, for me, I can only speak for me because for me, when I get offended, it's because there's a root or there's a wound that has like it's infected. And when I'm offended, it's this root that is like needing to get pulled out, but it's so deep, it hurts.
I almost feel like we're having a re-conversation of yesterday on the drive home.
You know,
we're not going down that road. We're not going down that road.
I'm not. I'm speaking for me.
No.
For me.
Right?
Have you ever, okay, so ladies, you ever pluck your eyebrows, No? Okay. I know, right? You ever
I'm
pluck
so
a hair?
lost.
You ever pluck a hair? Guys, I'm sure pluck a hair, Anyway, I plucked a hair the other day. It was so deep that it started to bleed. I've never had a hair bleed before when I plucked a hair. Have y'all ever had that? I mean, that's what I feel like when you get offended. That's how deep that is, that it's like, this is going to bleed a little bit when we pull this out. And you're just going to... Yeah.
Okay, are you ready? Oh, I'm going to use a different analogy. So yes, so Rosalie, sometimes that's not what they would like to, right? Absolutely. And then Matt, like, hey, they just weren't ready. You want to have you ever had like someone come up and like try to rub your shoulders and they hit a spot and you literally like wherever they hit, like it literally hurts. And what it is that they've hit a knot, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, feels so good.
But at first it hurts, and then eventually, Rosalie, right? Like I don't know where she was going with that either. That was pretty funny. But you're talking with someone. It was maybe like working on your back, and they hit a knot. Mm-hmm. And now the only way to get that knot to release is to actually work on the knot
And push harder.
and
Hold the pressure.
hold the pressure. You have to hold the pressure. Now, just FYI, here we go. Here we
Did
go.
you know that's how diamonds are made? By being
Yes.
pressurized.
Yes.
Anyway.
Okay, so here we go, right? FYI, if you ever want to get, here we go, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to tell you how to actually work on your spouse's shoulders correctly, okay? Because a lot of y'all do it wrong, okay? So when you go to give a massage to your spouse, what you don't do is push in and put a lot of force in right out the gate. And here's why. When you immediately put a lot of force onto muscles, the muscle's response is actually to tense up because it feels like it's under attack. Okay? If you actually want to work on your spouse's shoulders, or you're going to rub on their feet or their legs or their arms or whatever, you actually start this very gently, and that allows the muscle to relax, which then, are you ready for this? Exposes the knot, and then you can work on the knot. So if we take this and we say we're going to do some coaching, do you want some diamonds, Lindsay? Oh my goodness.
Who wouldn't?
Right?
Who doesn't want diamonds?
And,
I mean,
and,
really.
and you're talking with someone, the worst thing you can do, especially if you're coaching them, right? And let's see, they're being very transparent. Okay. You don't want to always just be hammering in on that knot or on that issue. You need to wait, we have to give massages. Matt, do you not give your wife massages? You don't like rub her feet?
I mean, take your marriage to the next level.
Bro, here we go. Spouse challenge. The next time y'all sit down and watch a movie, ask to rub your wife's shoulders. You want to know what? Here we go. One of the best places to rub a spouse is actually on their forearms.
And their hand.
And their hands. Mm-hmm. They'll love it. They will absolutely love it.
Actually, when we used to go on long car rides, because we used to live in Tennessee before this, and our family was in Michigan, so we would drive back to Michigan or to Texas to visit family. And on the trip, like, I would massage his arm, well, his right arm, because that's all I could access when I was not driving. And he loved it. Like, he's like, can you do that some more? Like, it's so relaxing, and it just makes your arm feel better.
Makes your arm feel, and here we go, right? If you're looking at your forearm, right about, just right below the joint, there's this knot. There's this knot that's always, it's in everyone's arm.
Yeah.
It's in everyone's arm. Everyone has this knot. And there we go, right?
Yes. You can actually rub that yourself.
Matt,
on your own arm.
It will not have the same effect as having someone else work on it.
You can feel it when you...
Yes, but if you work on your own forearm, you'll feel the knot. You'll be like, oh, man. And then release it. Now, here we go, right? Work on your spouse's forearms. It's life-changing. It's absolutely life-changing. So, you want to know what? Matt's been in the comments pretty heavily lately. I wonder if he would want to come here and be on the show.
We got some great tips, Matt.
I'm just going to leave it alone.
Oh my gosh, Rosalie.
If there's a non-responsive...
I don't want to know about that.
Wait, what? Hold on. I flipped to the wrong page. Oh, the ears. Okay, so here we go, right? It's not just the ears, but here we go. I'm going to take my headset off.
Uh-huh.
But the area right here, behind the ears.
Why?
Because, okay, so just FYI, I am a former massage therapist, and my wife is also a massage therapist. So when I'm telling you this stuff, no, it's not just made up. Like, this was my job, okay? But working on someone's scalp and behind their ears is actually really relaxing. And Amber will go down, and here, I'll show you this. If you work on the ears and then you work down the jawline, that you will actually find a lot of knots in people's jawlines. And so here we go. When you do this, scalp massager. Okay, so here we go, right? When you do this, what you don't want to do is you don't want to have the person sitting up. Okay?
You want them laying down.
You want them laying down. Because if they're sitting up, all the muscles are still engaged because they're holding up their head. That is something that a lot of people do wrong, is they go to, try to massage or work on their spouse, but they're sitting up and they're like, oh, why aren't you relaxing? And they'll actually wind up damaging the muscle and making things worse because those muscles are still engaged. Okay?
So don't rub your shoulders when they're sitting up.
Don't rub the shoulders when they're sitting up. Have them lay down. And what you're going to do is you're actually going to put your hands under their shoulders, and the back will actually be able to relax.
So have them lay on their back.
Yes, absolutely have them lay on their back or their stomach. Now, if you have them lay on their stomach, what you don't want to do is you don't want to have them lay on their stomach with their head turned. You want to have them put their hands out in front of them and put their head on their hands, so that way the vertebrae is within alignment. Okay. Now, Matt is having me. Oh, right. Goodness gracious. So just FYI, if you ever go to work on your spouse, you have to make sure that wherever you're working on them is relaxed. So if you're going to work on the head and the neck and the jaw, have them lay down so that way those muscles can actually relax.
My daughter has me, she's like, Mom, will you squeeze my neck? She's like, will you rub my neck? She's 3. Okay. I did this one time when she was having she couldn't breathe. So I would massage her face and her just go like this around her face, and then I went down her neck, and she loved it. She asked me to, Mom, will you rub my face all the time?
Did you see Matt's comment? We could actually do that. Like we could, I would actually be willing to host a training.
We need a live demo.
Like, no, it's just like, seriously, like how many spouses out there have no idea. And they're like, oh, every time I go to like work on my wife's or my spouse's shoulders, they're like, oh, please don't do this. Please just stop. Like it hurts. Please don't do that.
Have y'all ever seen Friends? When Monica's massaging Chandler's muscles and he goes, she's like, say goodbye pain and her say goodbye sore muscles. And he goes, goodbye muscles.
Right? Because it's so painful. But how many people really don't even know how to do this? Amber, if you're still watching, that this would be a great training. Mm-hmm. Like actually have a group come together, couples, spouses, okay, and actually teach, hey, here's how you work on your spouse's feet. Here's how you work on their hands. Here's how you work on the forearms. And here's how you work on the head and neck.
I think 30-minute sessions at $20 a couple. That'd be great.
Oh, I wasn't even going to charge.
Oh, we're totally charging.
Oh, we're charging now? Yeah. I was thinking we would invite like just, couples that we know, like, and trust to come over and we'll give them little trainings.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. I didn't monetize something and you did. How the roles have switched. Oh my goodness. The
student has become the teacher.
Oh, wow. Wow. Mm-hmm. You wonder what, here we go, right? Maybe for the first couple times we'll do it for free. And after we have a curriculum, Amber, I'm listening to you.
Oh, partner with couples who run marriage retreats.
Oh, that's good. Taylor, you want to run point on that? I am surrounded by so many amazing people. Oh my goodness. Mm-hmm. So great.
Okay, so back on this, back on topic.
No, we're not going on topic. We have 3 minutes left.
Oh, well, Sean had some comments. I have no idea what he's talking to.
If there is non-responsive, do you cut loose or do you continue to work on it? Bro, why don't we have an offline conversation? What are you doing in August? I got you. Oh, Taylor, actually, so Taylor and Gabe are going to be getting emails today because it's Wednesday. That means the emails are going out. So we're going to get them on the books.
Steve's an amazing massage.
Hey, Rosalie.
He fixed my shoulder one time.
Rosalie. And maybe this becomes like, hey, because here we go, right? Mm-hmm. Are you ready for this? Because of COVID, people have gotten so out of whack, right? They don't know. They don't know how to. This is part of life, love languages, right? And some people just don't. They were never taught this. Mm-hmm. This is how you do it correctly.
Yep.
Right. This is how you do it. Where your spouse actually is receptive to you, massaging them.
Mm-hmm. And
this was not the direction of the episode.
The other thing, if you want to learn how to give a good massage, go get a massage.
No, nope. I'm shooting that down right now. I am shooting that down so fast.
That's how I learned.
Here's why. There's a lot of licensed massage therapists that are horrible.
Oh, well, yeah.
No. So I can't do a blanket statement. Okay. As someone who has been previously in the industry, okay, I cannot give that blanket statement. Okay. If you want to learn how to give a good massage, okay, then you need to just message me and we'll set up this group thing. And Taylor, I'm going to let you run point on this, but I still don't see any cookies. Rob, Robert.
Hey, Robert, I have cookies, Robert.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Robert said yes to coming onto the show.
I will have cookies for you. They're amazing.
So so going back to finish up, no, I would not use a blanket statement.
Okay.
Let Amber and I actually talk about putting some kind of course curriculum together. Let's get with Rosalie and Steve about this, okay? And then we'll have some kind of a training where we'll invite couples and their spouses to come over and we'll actually teach you how to do this right. Oh man. I think I set up for
Robert, I will bring you cookies. I promise.
Oh, goodness. Hey, Matt, when you get a chance, could you message me, like DM me? So, because what we're doing is I'm starting to book up the rest of March and April. And I think you and your wife would be great to come over here and have on the show. So, yes, Taylor, you know you're going to get an invitation if we have those kind of seminars. Absolutely. My back's are Sean's over here on this side.
You need to do some stretching.
We're hopping back and forth.
Yeah,
Sean,
stretching.
I will give more suggestions on how to work your social media and do that stuff. But right now, hey guys, we got to go. You want to know why? I have more websites to build today. More websites to build today. And we have 2 new clients to rebuild onto Rookie.io. So I'm excited about that. It's going to be a great day. And it's super cold. So I have no desire to go outside. So I'm very happy to be in the office. Like, we're in the middle of March. Like, we're in spring break. Whoever left for spring break to go down to somewhere like hot and beachy and sunny with waves, I'm jealous of you right now.
Yeah. You know, most people think Texas is that hot, warm.
You want to know what's going to be funny?
Not wintry.
Right. And come September, October, when it's supposed to start turning into fall, it's still going to be 100 degrees outside. Like, I think Texas is just off the rest of the world. Right. So, hey guys, it's Wednesday. It's Wednesday.
We
do things differently. Absolutely. So where are you on your big 3? If you watched yesterday's episode, if you didn't watch yesterday's episode, we're not going to do the group. I'm actually going to be posting in here into the comments, and I want you to share your big 3 in the comments. And the reason
coffee and cookies comments.
Yes, in the coffee and cookies morning show comments, okay? Not my personal profile over there. So where are you? Make sure that you're either getting done with number 2 today, or you're on, or maybe you've already completed it, right? Actually get ahead of the game. Why are you laughing so hard?
I don't want to share.
Okay, I'm going to leave it alone.
You don't want me to share?
No, we're not, because we're turning off the show.
Yes.
So tomorrow we're going to talk about, hopefully we're going to talk about the lighthouse story and how do you reset, right?
Good.
Those are the 2 topics for tomorrow.
We had good topics ready.
We did, but then we got off of these issues. This is why I love this show, because we're able to do this and we're able to like interact with our audience. And it's not just, oh, I'm watching a video and yay. Right. So, hey guys, know that you're loved. Make sure know that you're loved. We love you guys in the comments. That's how we know you're watching. Make sure to like. That's how we know you're watching. Guys, just bring your greatness today, okay? We're halfway through the week. It's Wednesday. It's hump day. And I totally lost it after I said that. I don't know why, but I did. I hope someone else is laughing at me right now besides Lindsay. But hey, just make sure you bring your greatness. Make sure you bring your smiles. Make sure to bring your positive, okay? if you need someone to laugh at me, I'm going to end this with this one question. How many of y'all like Olive Garden? Do you have any Olive Garden lovers in here?
Why?
I don't know. My brother mentioned going to Olive Garden for dinner today, and I'm like, there's no way like all the families are going to show up for Olive Garden. But so yeah, I just want to like, who likes Olive Garden? Just curious. So know that you're loved. Know that we love you. Know that we're praying for you. And make sure that you're praying for us, because we need your prayers as well. Okay. Above all, make sure that you
rise up,
crush it.
Bye, y'all.